Well, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, everybody. I've I've, uh, I've been going through a lot for my whole life, but really, really a lot since I got my my first house out of just having been pushed around here, there, and everywhere by the people that were performing this crime over me. So I just wanted you guys to know that I really appreciate you guys being here and staying to listen to my content to and through what I have to say. I feel pretty isolated, but I'm not trying to stay fixated on the targeting and the programming that they're putting me through in order to try and determine my life, because they didn't want me to figure out who and where it was coming from all of my life. But that I did, obviously. People with two eyes can hear that. It's just easy to see that these people wouldn't want anybody to literally help you see things or help you out in any kind of way. So it's been really hard because not only do they have me fighting for my life after what I think were two cyanide attacks, after legitimately calling back my time and energy to myself and keeping it to myself because I realized how they moved prior to that, and I was arsenic poisoned where I didn't remember over and over and over throughout my life, but the last few times it was like I couldn't realize that I couldn't trust the people that I loved, and the people that I should have felt were trustworthy as being my day ones. But I just wasn't able to see that. So I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not like literally out here just trying to be fixated on it without you realizing that like I've been literally fighting for my life here and there. And over the past like 2, 3 months, I've literally gotten a little bit better and a little bit better. But now that I have, it's like my whole identity is stripped, and there's people within this syndicate or whatever that are utilizing that identity theft to target me and hurt me worse instead of helping me within it. I literally have proof of a text message of admittance to the poisoning growing up. And so I know what my experiences are. These people just never wanted to actually talk to me about it or leave me be. And so I realized really quickly here at the end that, well, if it's going to end my life, then I'm going to speak out about it and hope that I can break through the algorithm of whatever hacking and whoever is out here that might care to care through what these people are willing to do. So I've been through a lot. I really, really badly wish that I could just have a good day and have a good time, have a good work life, have a good plan for my life. Where I just wasn't able to see that they were literally desiring to have possession over me and to like literally take my possessions away from me, or like it's an energy harvesting, so it's like legitimately they don't want me to have anything that is me, to be like the true me, the real me. They want me to constantly be fighting the battles, to constantly ensue in my life, and to constantly have me enduring it. So, and the fact of the matter is that these gang stalkers do contaminate my whole reality. They contaminated my house. They did something to my house, I should say. You know, like many things, like not just one or two things. These This supposed friend of mine had access to my house. They've stolen away my identity with almost absolute impunity. It makes me feel, because the police are now just utilizing it for their advantage to like create a criminal out of me, where I'm not a criminal. I don't think any one of us are perfect out here as far as anything is concerned, but I'm not a criminal. So, I mean, they were contaminating my coffee when I was going to work within a relationship that was set up by proxy so that these people could have their fare in my house after 20 years of fighting to get to where I'm at. Like, how fucking sad is that? Like, it broke me down, dude. It broke me down like you wouldn't fucking have even imagine finding this out. Literally hearing someone that I thought was my friend for 28 years. Forget it. How do you even say that in a video? I mean, I've said it before, but it's just so harsh. Literally hearing him inside of my girlfriend. It's not fun to go through. Not only one person that I loved, but two. And then finding there was more behind it. Being my own brothers involved. And with what I find out, with what I found out and reached through discovery, it's enough for me to call back my time and autonomy and energy and like literally try and figure out my life. But these people are literally had active involvement from a very young age to overtake my life. And that's what it was said even when I was going to be doing network marketing with my brothers. I mean, it was sent to me about a total takeover, and it's energy harvesting. It's literally like really sick shit that these people do. So they have the audacity to literally make me feel super uneasy about me trying to take back my life, as if they have like the impunity to be way up over my rights, my unalienable rights, my right to my autonomy, and my right to like fight for my life. Workplace, home life, family life, social life, relationship life. And it sounds really crazy, but the fact of the matter is it stems from very cold actions that they wanted to keep swept under the rug. That I know what they are. I just didn't always have the memories of them, or when I did have the memories, know how to fight everything I was fighting while trying to figure out how to get to the places to fight those things. You're only a person with 24 hours in a day, and this stuff often depletes you from your ability to see through like how do you fight this, that, and the other that you're going through. Plus the many years of fighting homelessness on and off, plus me having to go through the illegally created, if you ask me, um, domestic abuse classes. They're like making me the domestic abuser, right? They're making me having to go through anger management at another point, and it's like it's as if you don't have the right to be angry about your father getting away with rape, these people performing a crime over you, where at the time I couldn't see where it was coming from. It was all covert. And you're just literally like flying off the handle trying to get help. You see what I mean? On top of it, you're fucking poisoned the fuck up. Or you couldn't even vocalize shit if you tried to, because how are you supposed to collect thoughts inside of your brain to be able to articulate something that you literally don't have knowledge of to be able to vocalize. You can't. You're like, it's literally like the way I would see it is it's literally a way that they can create the blockages for your mind not to be able to reason through enough to be able to see things happening to you, but it's also a way that just in and of itself, through the poison itself, you literally couldn't connect your thoughts to your words and your actions. And so the only thing that I could literally tell people is like, I'm being gang stalked. I don't know how else to explain it besides explaining to people what I'm actually going through. And most times people don't believe you. And I don't care about that. I care about getting my story out before I end up dead. Because I would like to live a life outside of the abuse. So it's all been very, very hard for me. Like extremely hard for me. I didn't really find any comfort from too many places anyway. When I was like homeless or in the homeless shelter or fighting from one place to the next, I didn't find too much love in the relationships where it was in, the social lives I've had. And there's a few people that I really do still love that they just don't contact me because of whatever the fucking reason is. I don't know. But I'm just not finding any comfort here in my own residence enough to even consider it my own residence. Like, my walls behind me used to be completely white, and now they're like yellow after they like totally burnt something in my pan. I have like some kind of chemical stain in my bathroom that now leaks. And it's like I know these things when just have happened all in a little short 2 years, or a little over 2 years that I've been here. No, these things were like legitimately like I'd come home and it'd be like, what in the fuck did you guys do? Like thinking it in my head because I'm sitting there with my girlfriend, figuring things out, trying to figure things out, not knowing how I can get away because I legitimately was calling back my time and energy. But then when you're poisoned up, you don't even remember yourself calling back your time and energy. And that's like the hardest thing to explain about an arsenic poisoning. Because if I had the reasons in me to move in certain ways, hell, at 17, I would have either kicked Jesse Lee in his nuts and not cared about the fucking reality of the government being the government, or I would have told the motherfucker, you leave me the fuck alone, or I'm going to kick you in your fucking nuts. Like, you don't just get to fucking push me around, you faggot. And especially when you're like working within a syndicate to poison me up like that. And he was the hacker. He was the control, socially controlled friend to create the demolition in my life. Hijack my life, perform affairs, and then have connections tied in with my brothers to push me through this network. What is that called? It's called something. It's called Trade Secrets Database. It's trading secrets through a database. It's your intellectual property, legal or corporate or any other context. I literally have 2 letters of having my whole medical, uh, everything to do with my medical hacked. I'm sure it's for reasons of trying to figure out how far I've gone inside of the medical industry in order to get help, but I've also tried to get help from an investigator that's basically leaving me high and dry without answering anything back. And then I can even send emails to anywhere else, but now it's like I try to send emails and it doesn't go through. It's really weird. And so, I mean, I could try again. It's just you get to the point in this stuff where it's like, I don't know, like maybe you just feel so depressed you feel like being Charlie Kirked. Like you just don't give a fuck anymore. Because I didn't get my life at any age I've been living this far. So makes you feel like, oh great, like I'm just not gonna ever get any bit of my life. So I'm very appreciative of the support that I get, but these people literally wish to see me like dead, incarcerated or dead, one way or the other, because it's the only way that they can honor themselves through their horrible fucking crazy making narcissistic malignant narcissism and sociopathic design. And I legitimately just wanted to like make it to church and have time and energy and resources to be able to do so, and then B, I legitimately wanted to create my own like ministry, and I have like 2 notebooks filled up of it. I wanted to utilize all the rest of my notebooks for those kind of reasons and lyrics and stuff like that, but even my lyrics have been changed. My my motive in life, no matter what I try to do, is being changed by these people, and I really just wanted to have a basic life, you know, nothing that fancy. I would love a fancy life, don't get me wrong. I would love to actually be able to help millions of people in some fashion that are going through this type of abuse. But yeah, my goal was to like literally build a really cool mission that I just think is just completely epic. I don't understand why like I just can't get there. I've been fighting to get there for freaking ever. And these people just literally wanted to take away my opportunity to be able to do so, being that there's a whole bunch of frauds in the state of Minnesota. But it's crazy. I'm calling them out for this stalking behavior, and then even within comments on one of my YouTube videos, they were like legit telling me exactly what they were using to determine my location and all that kind of stuff, like stalking me still through hacking me. And either way, if I mean, I know it's possible, definitely for real, but I also know that it can also be psychological. And either way you look at it, by the functions of the way that the world is working, I don't care for either one of them. Then the fact of the matter is, I think it's both. Truthfully, I think it's psychological torture and psychological operating on me, where they're literally like allowed to even admit to poisoning me up all of my growing years, and not a damn thing is done within the system about it, besides the system making me out to be the criminal. Like, make it make sense. I'm like poisoned the fuck up, and these people are literally in control of my life. I mean, they're in control of who I would otherwise be. And so, these people are attacking me socially, physically, mentally, my home life, my work life, my family life, just all the areas of my life that you would imagine a person would want to target a person, being a complete sociopath that they are. and actually finding enjoyment in being the covert, malignant narcissists that they are, that they're trying to literally deflect from so bad as to like make sure that you die so that they can cover up their crimes and go on with their little podunky little fucking half lives, living in their double minded, double living ways. I don't agree with it, and I never will. I just don't know what to do about the context of it because it's like, hey, if they were not allowing me to work, and it's not like it was just my last few jobs and the gig apps and the gig app community being overtaken by a third party shopper like utilizing my phone number. And then I literally like I'm literally asking the shopper, like people that work for like the tech support, can you guys put that information like down into a file and send it to the police or send it to the FBI or anywhere? And they never even answered me back. They literally like fucking hang up on me. Like, really? So it's like I'm not getting any help from government, FBI, identitytheft.gov, all of the Congress people I've written, um, Attorney General's office, the Department of Human and or the Department of Safety and Human Services, and then there's one other place that you turn to, and there's like police corruption. I'm literally not getting any help from anything out here. Like they're leaving me high and dry, like utilizing the identity theft to like strictly force me to suggest that I'm a criminal while getting away with all of their crimes. But the second I react is the second that it would turn bad on me. That's the second that they would utilize the reactive state, you know, goad me on all they want. Poke the bears, poke the sleeping bear, poke the sleeping bear for years on end, poison him the fuck up, steal away his fucking availability of even being able to secure his job. He's a fucking hard worker. They're not even wanting to suggest that I would even be working still without the poisoning or whatever the fuck. And then instead they're just trying to like federally charge me with some bullshit ass crime that there's literally no like victim. I'm literally asking for a new name and social security number to like get away from these people. But they're not allowing me to any kind of resources in order to move away from the fucking clowns that these people are. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. Legit, I don't know what to do. So let me take a step back here as far as like just having the original question is that what can a person do when there's like a group of people who are narcissists and enjoying their sociopathy, where my own brothers were involved in poisoning me up all of my life since I was a baby after my father was poisoning me up. And I know how crazy it sounds, but I'm literally telling the truth. So I've learned these patterns in my life, or I've learned this fact by patterns in my life where they were controlling my relationships, and just knowing by the patterns of how the abuse treated me, specifically how the arsenic made my brain. And even from a young age, being the same way it was when I was with Emily, or being the same way when I was with Cheryl, and she was like basically moved on by that dumb motherfucker that was in my house doing the same things within another relationship. No one's going to suggest to themselves that that just happens. It's not like happenstance type of affairs. It's literally them controlling the affairs for like gang stalking reasons or their complete sociopathic reasons. Like Jesse, I think of him as like a person that probably can't even like go out and get his own girlfriend and literally like find arousal in it, like in his own way. I believe the only way he actually gets off is by hurting me. I literally think like maybe he's done it all of like 3 times. Be beyond like having it in his mind in a sociopathic, really fucking crazy made fucking weirdo way that he would literally get himself off on thinking of how he's hurting my life. Literally. Like that's legitimately like the fucking devil, in my opinion. It's like the devil like getting off on hurting somebody. So it's not just a phenomena where they aren't just not only trying to kill me to save face, but they're just killing me as a way blindly by the poisons themselves, and they're also killing me with impunity, being that there's people in powerful positions that are allowing for this crime to happen to me, but I don't know what to do about it. I don't know where to go about it. Like, I mean, even if I were to take a gun and blow my freaking head off, they would just be happy. They would be ecstatic. But I legitimately think like that's not me. That's not why I'm bringing it up. I'm just bringing it up because the suicidality that they create. It's like legitimately, I don't want my life if my life is going to continue to be this way. I could care less if they Charlie Kirked me at this point. Because there's no fucking help out here. No police care, no fucking system cares, no fucking nobody cares. And as soon as you fucking react, then you know where it goes. You are the whistleblower to crimes of this fucking magnitude. What do you think they're gonna do? Last time I ended up in a fucking holding cell just. They were like trying to get me alone. Knocking on my door and open up the little slot for the like the food comes in or whatever. I'm sitting there just freaked the fuck out in the general. Oh, going through hell in a handbag. Like just fucking you wouldn't even believe the hell that I was going through. Mentally, physically, emotionally, um, just I was freezing. They wouldn't give me a fucking blanket, and I'm like, this can't be. I mean, this is not even what these places were designed for. You know what I mean? Like, even if I like if I was a criminal, you see what I'm saying? Like they're not even treating me humane at all. Anyway, he'd knock on my door with this fucking nightstick, and he'd be telling me that they're trying to get me alone. What do you think that fucking means when you're a fucking whistleblower? To me, it means we're trying to get you alone to fucking kill you, to murder you. That's what it meant. That's what I thought. And I'm like heavily in prayer then. Heavily in prayer. And again, I'm not praying openly. I'm just praying and I'm telling you about these prayers because it's my testimony. And I don't think that people understand that. But either way, that's legitimately where I was. Literally, they've been killing me spiritually and ethically, morally since I was a baby. And then killing me blindly, using proxy people in my life to future fake relationships as well as with the aims to take me out, and having ties with these esoteric people, medical communities, police staff, sheriffs even. And the fact is that my life, my intents in life, my work life, my enjoyment in life, my financial life is just all under attack. And then these police use that identity theft that they've gained all of my identity as if I'm just an avatar now of like who I would otherwise be, and they're just playing that same games that they played up on me when I was blindsided in order to make me out to sound like the crazy one when I'm not. I'm legitimately telling the truth. I can see how somebody would think that this stuff is just crazy. it's freaking weirdo of a crime. It's a fucking weirdo of a crime for my father to rape his own daughter. And not even considering the fact that she was born with congenital heart defect, but she was. Like, she was rushed into the hospital right after being born because I totally believed my mom was arsenic poisoned because it's in the sciences, arsenic poisoning of the mother to in in vitro or having a baby, that the that is what creates heart defects. And then it's just like, because I followed this crime for my whole life, just trying to figure things out. You're not like I knew what was happening, but just like I'd say once I reached like 18, 19 years old, I've been literally studying ever since, and long before then, but literally studying online anyway, that what's happening, how can police treat me less of a person than they can treat somebody else, where I know the fuck well if 5% of what was happening to me was happening to someone that they cared about, like one of their sons or daughters, oh, all hell would break loose, people would end up dead. Fucking cuckolds, man, I swear. But anyway, so it's the same rule book play, and they're just making me out to be crazy because it's called crazy making narcissism. And I get the comprehension part over like trying to confront narcissists and like trying to move away from them. But when you can't literally move away from them, when they own your identity, when they're illegally trying to pull a fast one on me all of the time in the courts, it's all fake made bullshit caused by these Freemasonic occultist abusers of the same, demonic warfare that they want to create, where it's like I just want my identity back, or a new identity or whatever, and be able to start over, live my own life or whatever life I could live. I don't care if I have a relationship or a fucking lover or anyone supporting me. Just like let me be alone and take pictures of some deer or something. Like I don't care. Just leave me the fuck be. Like I don't need to have much in my life. I obviously wanted to be a drummer and like work in music and do different things with my own personal life. But literally, if I just had a job at a factory and just, got to live my own life, and, maybe I struggle to make my bread and make my ends meet, but I could just actually live, sure, fine, that's great. I'll just be a slave for the rest of my life and not have any kind of fun or go out on a jet ski and smile and feel enjoyment or anything. I'll just be melancholy, me, all super sad and depressed, and just take pictures, okay? Just leave me the fuck be. I don't care. I'll go take pictures of maple leaves or something. I don't fucking care. I don't care anymore. I think it's really fucked up and sad, but I'd be willing to walk away from everything if I had a plan of action to get away from all this stuff in my life. I'll lose everything for the fifth time in my life that I've worked really hard at fucking collecting and gaining, so that hopefully I could work on practicing my drumming. Oh gosh, like 99.999% more than I've been able to. Because it's like anything else that I try and do. It's like, oh, you want to rollerblade? We're going to poison you up. Oh, you want to practice the drums? We're going to poison you up. Oh, you want a love life? We're going to create your love life so that they can poison you up. And it's just been non fucking stop. And then these people were like literally going through my house, ruining my house. Literally, the R value of this house like is completely shit now, because I don't. There's definitely things that they did. That's all I know. My my bills were an even keel, and those went up, and then it's like whatever, through this esoteric envision of these gang stalkers or the fucking organized criminals are concerned. It's like, well, which way would cost him more money, the heating of the house through his electric bill, or the heating of his house through the furnace? And obviously, I think that the way it is with them knocking out my furnace after just getting my heat turned back on, and then having my water heater fucked up and fixing that, and then oh, and then right after that, making a deal with the gas company. Right after that, like literally 2 days, 3 days after getting it fixed, I'm being pulled over and they're ticketing me to try and literally trying to go to work to try and make my ends meet. Do I even give a fuck? Pivot here, pivot there, pivot every fucking where. Do I even give a fuck? No. My personal opinion, these people deserve to be lined up. And you know what I fucking feel, dude. You already know what I feel. I feel the same thing that a cop would feel walking in on his wife cheating on him with his best friend and fucking shooting him. I worked really hard to get to where I'm at, and I've just been losing and losing and losing and losing to know the fucking facts. And it just, this isn't just an evil world being evil, it's fucking controlled evil. A demolition force in my life to literally take me out through every last little avenue. Just like my father feeding me poisons in the bottle so that he could do whatever he wanted to do. Because he's a piece of shit for a fucking man, and he's a piece of shit for a father. And he can go ahead and tithe in whatever church he wants to, because he's never done one fucking thing to tithe for his own children. 'Cause he's a piece of shit fucking man. I'm not lying about that fact. Any fucking man that could rape his daughter is a piece of shit. And then any man that could fucking do the kinds of things that he's done um, through the grapevine of his own kids, my brothers, and even aiming at it being myself, he's just a fucking piece of shit. So I've lived out my life in a fashion that I don't think anyone has, because legitimately this poisoning has been all of my life. The same feelings that was at 3 was the same feelings at 6. It's the same feelings at other areas growing up. It was the same feelings that arsenic created in me. Like, you just ghost out of yourself and you just don't have the availability of holding on to your fucking memories or your reasoning skills or your development. You don't have any development. You literally just feel lost and you feel depressed, and then they blame you for being depressed and they utilize it as that it's just depression, it's just all mental health. That's all it is. Oh, okay. So it's just poison people up and like not allow people to get back into their memories about what the fuck that these satanic ritual abusers are doing. And then let's call it satanic panic of like the 12,000 unfounded experiences of satanic panic. Oh, go fuck yourselves, you fucking clucks. It's all very, very evil shit. So I just wanted to know if anyone has any advice out here for me. I live in Minnesota. I've been making it barely with the help of my mother. These people really wanted me to solely and only rely on them for who were controlling my life and controlling my love life, and their intentionality was that I wouldn't actually be able to get out of the syndicate or get away or get alive, keep myself alive, because they didn't have any love for me. And it was intentional. Because if anyone has any ideas about what I can do with it, it would be really helpful for me, because I don't know what to do. It's been nothing but my search for reaching through breakthrough and reaching through an algorithm that seems like it's being controlled and throttled against me. Not to mention I'm being hacked left and fucking right. And they probably have every last little avenue of information that they need to literally have my whole identity, not just my government issued identity, but my integral identity as far as my um, metaphysical reality goes with my online accounts. And then so chances are is I probably won't make it out alive, but I'm literally looking through to other people to look for help. Will you help me? Will you support me? Will you intentionally have any kind of idea as far as what I can do other than my speaking out on YouTube, my speaking out on Facebook, me literally trying to reach through for the power of an influencer or a supporter or a support system or a group of people that could literally put together a campaign for me, a GoFundMe for me, something for me so that I can reach through the power that these people obviously have influence to work in these high crimes with absolute impunity. I deserve to reach through this and actually get a blessing. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to fire anything against it. I'm not going to swing my cup and go find my dad like I suggested after coming out of a long standing poisoning. I just literally want to get away from these people. That's it. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Even without being able to see them for who they were, even after times of having very serious questions of the contents of character of how these people would be with me, but I have the right to call back my time, energy, and autonomy from the people that think that they can own me, treat me like property, own my identity in a way to target me on these levels. Unless I reach through and I actually can find someone that has any true love for me, I've never been able to be loved besides from my mom and my sister and a few other people that actually had like a worldly consideration and a moral way for me, but that's all it's been. And like legitimately what I really like is to be able to have a very grounded in a Christian relationship and grounded in a Christian fellowship and stewardship to be able to continue my life and hope to have a marriage, you know, like literally like have a life somehow outside of this abuse. Otherwise it's just like, will someone fucking deliver me a gun? Never mind. That's just making it sound crazy, but I'm just literally like I'm at my wits ends with people that work within our government that are literally aiming at fucking taking people's lives, and they're working at criminal fucking facets and we're doing criminal shit over my life, and they're not taking any fucking crime seriously anymore, as if like maybe there never were. I don't fucking know. But I've been experiencing heavy doubts because the stuff that's happening to me is truly mortifying. And I would just love to be able to chat with one or two or more of you at some point. I'm looking for influencers, I'm looking for supporters, I'm looking for anyone that's involved inside of the real world. I'm looking for people that want to show greatness to me, to share their greatness with me, to actually help me like build a really cool mission. I've been writing it up forever. It's literally like the most epic thing I think that this world would ever experience. Literally, still to this day, if I was actually able to take it and put it on the server. But these people are literally trying to stop me from that because I think that they know very well that with my talents and things that I could actually take not only into the musical industry but into the real and actual world that we live in, that these people would be up against serious trouble for the crimes that they've been committing, which they should be. And if we don't get through that, and they're literally targeting people to death, then I guess enjoy the rest of the fucking world that you live in, because it's just a bunch of garbage. It's gonna be a bunch of garbage if we can't literally get actions taken against the real crimes that people are taking on, really high levels of crimes against people, targeting their brains and their finances and their love lives and just everything, to like break them down to and through their life, to like kill them. Yay. I'm a murder victim even though I'm not dead. It's the fact that they attempted on my life. They poisoned me up all my life. They literally killed the avenues of everything that I could be throughout my life. It's a spiritual murder before the actual murder itself. And though I lived through the attempts and attacks on my life, they thought that they had me in the bucket this last couple times of trying to cyanide attack me. So anyone that wants to suggest is like, oh, you're not murdered, only murdered people can be murdered and murdered people can't talk. No, people can live through being attempted murdered and having attempts on their life. It's just really hard. It's hard for people to think like you're literally fighting for your heartbeats. You're literally fighting so you can hopefully make enough money to survive. You're literally fighting so that these people can't create like forced forfeiture so that they can like force you homeless or force you into easier positions to targeted individuals, you know? But that's their goal. I'm just looking to see if I can't figure out ways to like eat better than I have been able to, and looking for financial help in any kind of way that I can get, and then on top of it, looking for like physical, emotional, spiritual, and relational help in any way that I can get it, because if they get away with me forcing to lose my house and everything that I've worked so hard on to get from here, it's just truly heavy shit, and just please shoot me then. Just come over, knock on my door, you know, load it up, get ready for me to come to the door. I might not even come to the door, truthfully, but try, you know, 'cause I don't fucking care about this life anymore. I want to, don't get me wrong, I want to care about me, like me, the avenue of me that I would otherwise be, and the me that I wanted to be, and the me that I've never gotten to be. But right now, I'm just an avatar that these people are literally considering already dead because I'm blowing the whistle on their fucking crimes. And so, obviously, I mean, what other opportunity do I have? They've stopped me on every avenue, like every gig app. They fucking got me into a car accident. And they were setting it up because I was almost in fucking like, I don't know, 12 accidents that week. Finally got what they fucking wanted to. I'm sitting there fucking already poisoned. They fucking hacked my database of my NTF money so that my brother could literally steal all of my writing money. Which, if I was able to leave it in the Bitcoin that I wanted to leave it in, I would be fine. I would have like an extra $67,000 or something like that right now. And then, or, you know, back then, I should say, and then I would have been able to like work into stocks and bonds and doing other trades and, you know, doing different things with it to hopefully break a million and continue, you know. But if I was just able to even be left alone in my last job or my last three or my last 8 jobs, you know, I would be able to have made something of myself that these people just aren't allowing me to be able to make anything of myself. So it's really super heavy because oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. That's just the bottom line. I don't know how to save my life from where they've placed me, and I believe it's complete warfare, humiliation ritual through satanic ritual abuse to perform identity theft and energy harvesting off of everything and anything that I could ever be. Because specifically, my brother says to me that A, he didn't want anyone to love me at all, anywhere, ever, and I'm going to make you wish you were never born. Oh, well, when I was younger, I just thought those were words. I didn't literally think like that's how he was going to work in my life. But he totally did. And if I was to try and talk to them and not come forward the way I have and like put this stuff online, if I was just trying to talk to them, it would have turned into the same fucking thing that it always had. There was intentions lying behind them that were hidden and cagey pieces of shit gutter trash that they were to do this total takeover of my life, and instead of network marketing with me, they literally just traded my information through the grapevine of their or through the networking shit campaign that they were doing to do this total takeover of my life because they just didn't give a fuck about me at all. So they can go ahead and suggest that they do, but after everything that I've fought through, working probably doubly hard than both of them put together to get to where I'm at, and they couldn't even celebrate me then, they're just a bunch of fucking assholes for what they have fucking done to me. So I don't care what they want to consider themselves, but just like in Fight Club, you're not your fucking khakis. You're not anything. You're not your fucking anything. If you don't make your fucking dreams happen by the end of the night, Tyler Durden said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." He took that guy's license away. I don't know if you guys remember that part, but it's like a similar type of thing. But so I'm out here trying to break through the algorithm, and I'm out here to try and literally do something for myself that I don't know exactly how to do it or exactly how I'm gonna do any of it, but I know that with help, I would brighten up. Surprise, surprise. I would actually be able to, if I could practice my drums for like 3 months. Just 3 months. The way I'd want to practice my drums and rollerblade and like be left alone and not arsenic poisoned to have fighting with my fucking heart. Oh, are you kidding me? I'll get my health back and eat all the cilantro and do the juicing and the holistic thing and everything like that, and I would be just fine. At least for a lot longer of time than these people would want me to be. And honestly, I would probably be like, well, I don't want to puff myself up to sound that great, but I would be probably one of the best drummers out there because I work really too fucking hard, and I would. I would be at least like in the 9 percentage, or 9 out of 10. I would be at least up there, 9 point something. So I don't know. Is anyone else here sick and tired of the criminals and liars in our government? Yes or no? Answer in the comments. Are you sick and tired of the criminals that are running inside of our government? Yes or no? That's it. Thanks for being here. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.